Hey man, so listen here, man. So I guess with everything being said, you can cause any type of energy wave, any type of chaos, whatever. Like right now, somebody's already coming down here beating on some music, goddamn blase blase. You know what I'm saying? There's a little rumbling going. You know what I'm saying? Things jumping and things thumping. You know what I'm saying? Big bumping. I ain't just talking about my gums. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about goddamn Johnson on that thing. But you understand what the fuck I mean? So, with that being said, as we rap and goddamn unravel this goddamn mystery system that we call the goddamn eternity, or the cosmos, or the universe, or I mean, fuck all that, because I don't want to just jump straight into infinity, because you know what I'm saying. That I mean, or eternity, because that deals with death, ain't it? But I mean, for you to have life, you have to go down and die to arise into a higher thing. I mean, you have to meet the serpent before you can goddamn ascend to the higher thing. You know what I mean? If I want to have the lion's head upon my crown, I gotta have battle with, you know what I'm saying, them treacherous beings on the other side. I have to go on to that journey and achieve them golden things. And I ain't just talking about the golden apples. I'm talking about, you know what I mean, that golden cup, that chalice. I have to get it filled up so I can take a sip, so I can goddamn arrive to the higher place with that my other half, my dwelling place, my that that I won't say 999, but my nirvana, my 72. The other, if I can't get to the other 72, I can't master the game. Cause we go together like a tie. You know, like a bread tie. I mean, I'm just trying to unravel something for you. But I don't want to put no mold on you. So you know what I'm saying? As we glue the situation together, I mean, as we take that glue and seal up everything, I'm just trying to show you that if you don't become a phoenix and rise up, or at least the Shikadari, I mean, at least something that's mythical, I mean, legendary, I mean, you will never reach your goal. As I kick this flave like Bruce would say, the art of shadow, I mean, excuse me, I was gonna say shadow boxing, but street box, I mean, Chinese box, I mean, well, shit, he mastered all of them, right? I mean, they say he mastered all of them, so I mean, he was doing every style, and he changed his, I mean, he made it into his own flow. Don't become the cup, be like the water, flow. Be water, my friend. Ain't that what he say? So, for anything to grow, it has to first dwell in the water. Like my boy John said, he had to witness the light, and then he had to purify it, right? So once you receive that seed and you witness it, you know you have to do what? You have to cast away all the impurities and make sure everything that's unclean that's upon that thing has to be done away with. So you have to drop it into what? Be water, my friend. Because without the water, you will never ascend. So if I can't ascend, and don't get me twisted, because we ain't talking about sin. I said if I can't ascend, what the fuck are we doing this thing? That means I'm the crap. I'm the what would you call it? Ectoplasma? No. Algae? I'm the stuff that the fishes at the bottom of the, I mean, I won't say a barrel, because I mean that's like shooting fish in a, I mean if I'm shooting fish in a barrel, I mean that's way too easy, right? That's, I mean, that's like throwing a stick of dynamite into the water, and you know what I'm saying? But then once you get the fish, it's been contaminated and polluted with the crap that you put in. Like I said, I'm not trying to blow up. I'm not trying to get assassinated like JFK. It was more than 3 that was involved in that whole thing. But they had to knock him off his temple. Because he was going to do what? He was going to enlighten too many people. It wasn't just simple. It was mathematical. It was very strategic how they laid it out before you. So just know that it wasn't as simple as it seems when they said they had certain targets and individuals who put them down for the count. You know what I mean? And just because Marilyn Monroe's involved, I don't mean a thing. It was more. It was deeper than that. And who's to say they really killed that man? Who's to say they ain't transferred him to somewhere else? You dig what I mean? They say Nixon was crazy. They say they let out the crazies on certain days. I don't know what you mean. If they give away free guns on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, what the hell are we doing? Shh. If Bush and them send over weapons to certain countries and do back shady deals and all that, I mean, this goes way back to way back. So if all these people do these backwood deals all the time, you know what I'm saying, shake hands and, you know what I'm saying, secrecy and all that, why wouldn't they do the same thing to me? And then you have people that like to jump on these things. Oh, you're conspiracy theories. But it's really shady, scary people, or they are part of the same tree. So this is not just a theory. This is really more than a theory. This is more than a synopsis. This is just an observation of what I'm seeing from the. I mean, I'm just surveying. I'm just watching. I'm just letting y'all know what I see. So if you can do this on a grand scale, so it seems, right? If all these things can transpire at the same time, like somebody's right now doing a shady deal in a different area, like somebody's on the dark space, on the dark web, doing some corrupt things and trying to change the matter of elements to corrupt and mold many dreams, who's to say they wouldn't do this to me? And if not I, then why not thee? I mean, because if everybody's screaming out I, or you know, most of the time when they say they're on the other side, they say we, me, us, thus, them, our group. You know. So if y'all part of a collective, what the hell is y'all doing? Because I don't see nobody changing nothing but the scenery. I just see people changing sheets and dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, I still have yet to seen anybody do anything that was something on a higher plateau, like the Tomorrow people, like or how you say Tomorrowland. I ain't seen nobody do nothing grand scheme of that sort yet. But they say we have all these technologies and things from past, old, and present, and ain't nobody done nothing yet. I mean, we ain't even got rid of the guns yet. And y'all talking about y'all sitting here, y'all can manipulate people's minds, and you can go around and have sex with somebody in a different reality, and you can make somebody butt wet, and you can make somebody feel like a woman, and you can change somebody's DNA, and you can do this and that. But yet and still, I have not seen anybody do anything that's worth you know what I'm saying, admiring, or at least to say walk this way, follow my path. I mean, if we still dwelling on Christ and what he did way back when in the beings from them times, what the we must be the worst. We must be the worst class ever. I no cap, no lie, right? This must be the worst generation ever. I'm talking about the 19. I'm gonna say from the 18. No. I can't say the 1800s because they were still doing some popping stuff. I'm going to say from 1930 forward, we're trash. It's trash. Fucking trash. Trash. They were doing more exciting, more elevated shit in the world government. I mean, not even the world government, but in the 1800s to the 1910 than we ever was doing. This shit's trash. All we got is fucking color TV, which them bitches was... Bitch, you know what's so crazy? It's so trippy. In Kemet, they had fucking color TV. They had 3D fucking projectors and everything. So what in the fuck is we doing that's so amazing? Oh, we got a flat screen. Bitch, they had 3D. Bitch, they was talking on machines cross countries off of devices. That's not even fucking... Come on, bro. They were talking off of little boxes and different things, like from fucking light years away. Niggas was having conversations like on like they was in fucking Boruto, bitch. And I ain't even like no cap. They was talking like fucking Jigen in them bitches in different realities in the presence of people. Like what the fuck? We ain't doing nothing amazing, bro. Worst generation fucking ever, nigga. We trying to get back to that shit. These niggas is fucking. It's crazy. Niggas is still worried about if they gotta go to the bathroom or not. If they need to scratch their hair or not, bro. Or they need to flip their hair. If they need to move their neck. Which all these are impulses and it just triggers and it signals to let you know what's going on around you. Birds are moving. Motherfucking animals are stirring around. Motherfucking goddamn cars are still moving and shit. And they got different devices and different things that disturb this shit. Like right now, it's a low EMF wave going through everything right now. It's like an impulse. I told y'all, it's like when fucking Superman snapped that nigga neck. Everybody felt that shit. When he broke that nigga neck, it was so much power and energy in that shit. It sent a wave across everything. Pow! Snap that nigga Zod neck, bro. Coincidentally, his name is Zod. Snap this nigga neck, bro. You felt the surge of energy go through everything. When he died, everybody felt that shit. What that nigga said, he said, ding dong, I can't even remember what the fuck that nigga said, bro. Honestly, I can't remember what he said, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't no goddamn telling what he said. He could have been talking about smoking crack. For all I know, he could have been talking about going to the crack house and goddamn, you know what I mean, taking a blast. She did. Shit. Oh, man, this shit crazy. I'll see you too, nigga. Or madam, whatever the fuck you is. You gonna check a tell whether you're a female. If you a goddamn man, you gonna know what it is. Man, this shit is a trip, bro. And I got my owl over there hooting. It is coincidentally how all animals can goddamn sense other animals and talk like other animals, and how people can goddamn mimic the same shit. It's a trip. Coming down the paint, you know what I'm saying? They want you to go to the garden and get your ass slayed. That's all it is. You know what's so crazy? Why the fuck would you keep going to the fucking garden if you know the fucking gardener is the motherfucking killer? The nigga who's sending you to the fucking garden is the motherfucking killer, and he's taking your energy. He's trying to wipe out all his motherfucking existence. Man, it's like a comic strip, bro. No cap. This nigga's trying to fucking kill you, bro. Like right now, I got somebody using they goddamn observational, you know what I'm saying, they little third eye. Somebody walking around right now. Some, you know what I'm saying, the felines moving around, you know what I'm saying. Since these ballers out here are so concerned about what I'm gonna do, they're telling my they're giving out so to boost their ego. This is how they trying to say their futuristic mindset is, right? How their futuristic handguns go. So to shoot a laser, you got to know where to shoot it way before it goddamn gets there. So basically, a laser gun is nothing but a frequency beam that is charged up to hit certain things inside the body, which makes things do what it wants. You can heat it up, you can stun it, you can do whatever you want, because a laser beam is a charged weapon that has a particular job of disrupting molecules. It seems like it's burning stuff up, but it really isn't. It's just separating the atoms. It's almost like it's freezing them and cooling them down. It's separating them and turning them into basically nothing. Or maybe it's just sending it to a different reality. Who knows? You're making something that's apparent transparent, turning it into nothing. Hence, they say cats move around on both sides of reality. They say they're in the spiritual, but really the spiritual is just the invisible, the unknown. So it's basically going into a different dimension of angles of light, and it knows how to basically the mirror world or wherever the fucking higher realms you can think of, it's moving around. Hence, I can see this damn cat's muscle matter moving around. It's fucking crawling around somewhere. Now, seeing as I told y'all, listen, man, it's like that. I'm gonna go ahead and paint a perfect story for you because the person who came up with this story is really not his story. They really took this from somebody else's story and then they incorporated it. Shout out to Stan Lee because he was a very crafty motherfucker, and the people who wrote this shit are very crafty motherfuckers because really all they're doing is just taking information from something else and then placing it upon paper and wax and saying it is something that nobody can understand. And then they have the readers like, oh my God, this is so cool and epiphany. But bitch is really just a reality of a different reality, which they're just trying to downwash and play it off like it ain't shit. All right, back to the fact of the matter at hand. So here's the narration to what I'm saying to another narration of another narration. All right, so when you have a particular group of beings that have elevated themselves to a higher point, right? So like it's like basically like Agent Smith. Agent Smith realized when he became unplugged that he was a higher being. Seeing as he knew already that he was a higher being, right? To a certain extent. He wasn't higher than the ones that was above him who put him in charge over things. He just knew he was an elevated being and he had a particular job. So once he became aware that he didn't have to follow the system like the one who freed him, he was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to take over this motherfucking thing. Which he ended up doing, which he ended up taking over so much to where he started saying, well, fuck it. I'm going to kill off all the other entities and absorb them and become greater than myself. And once he became so high up and became into the tune of everything and knowing every reality and what was going to transpire, he started to forget stuff. Like, oh, deja vu. I seen this before. I know what's going to happen next. And da-da-da-da. But then he was like, something I forgot. Something's not right because something's missing. I don't remember quite because something is blah, 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 blah. Hence, you have Eddie Brock. Because Eddie Brock was the anonymous. He was the one to disturb the others, which Eddie Brock is almost like a different version, because Agent Smith is a different version of the one. He's the opposite side, the polar opposite. You know what I'm saying? Not to say his message is almost like it's his twin, but it's not his twin. You feel what I'm saying? If you dig what I mean, then got me down, you know what I'm saying? Give me a high five and a goddamn thumb up thing. But we ain't got to do that too much because, you know what I'm saying? That means we will be repetitive and doing the same thing as everybody else. So just don't say nothing. Or you can put a thumbs down and say you hate this shit. And that'll be even better. But all right, so listen. So, with that being said, Eddie Brock, which I know a lot of you already got the gist of what I'm saying before I even got to the main gist of it. But for the rookies who don't know what I'm talking about, man, tune in and I got down and spin it back again for you. So, when he got to his higher self, basically he started realizing what was transpiring. But then, because he's so caught up in his ego, which you say this is supposed to be the situation of Satan, not Lucifer, Satan, because Lucifer had to become Satan because Lucifer got what? Full of himself. So since he got full of himself, he became what? Egotistical, which he started what? Forgetting what was important. The deja vus and all the, you know what I'm saying, the missing keys, and he stopped really learning because he was so caught up because he was already an elevated being. All right. So, which he had to redo that lesson, which we have the 4th installment, but we ain't got to get into that. So, Eddie Brock would have did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Which they don't realize, which you have many different versions of Venom because there's many different symbiotes. So, which I said, he lures them there, then he tricks them into doing his bidding because he needs them to keep killing themselves so he can elevate himself into a higher conscious being, which this higher conscious being had to learn from a different higher elevated being, which showed him how to become basically a god and how to be a god killer, which God basically showed, which God pretty much showed Lucifer how to, play with the mortals. Hey, my boy, come here, son. This is how you do this over here. And if you take that and do like that and hit him with a little and hit him with that proper frequency, boom, you can get the results. And you can hit him with a nice little suggestion, and then you can just do that. And then once they get out of line, you can just, snap. They out of there. Like a chicken's neck, you just, you know what I'm saying? That's what he did. And so what happens once you get mad with the creator? You want to oppose it. And once you oppose the creator, you know what's going to happen? You'll get your ass kicked the fuck out. So, all right. So basically, you know what I'm saying? What did they do to Agent Smith? They kicked that nigga the fuck out of motherfucking goddamn the machine world. That nigga said, we don't need you here, motherfucker. Nigga, we ain't talking. Bitch, you talking that crazy shit. You over here trying to take over some shit. Nigga, we won't need you over here. You just started a whole fucking mutiny, bitch. Which, my boy, the other version of Agent Smith, which is Eddie's other, did to who? He did that to Cain, coincidentally, who is the murderer of Abel, some girls don't know. Cain, the conqueror. So he coincidentally did that to him and said he was going to kill him, which you can't really kill Cain because Cain could go back into different multiple realities and realize, blah, 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 blah. But the main gist of this is really about Eddie trying to disturb this order of chaos, this system that was being set before this being who realized that something was off at the last minute arrives the hero to do away with the system that of killing not only his other selves over and over, which you have, hence the Matrix, which they killed Neo 7 times before, or I forgot how many more times they killed Neo. They kept killing Neo over and over. And Neo was like, damn, how many times y'all motherfuckers killed me? How many times I've been here, nigga? Which you realize with that in the second installment, he's like, what? Nigga, I've been here how many times? I arrived here and talked to the father and how many? All right, so, yeah, I mean. So it's about doing away with this system that we keep repeating and trying to find our old selves and eradicating all the bullshit and do something totally different and new. And finding the right components and pieces that goes with who we're supposed to be with. And there you have it, man. Tune in to the next episode. We have another fine, blah, 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 blah. You know how that should go.